Hey everybody, Big J, Historic Anderson Farms, TB on the camera, say hey.
Hey.
We are going to do a rundown of what we've been working on the house specifically the last several months. Big push has happened since the early summer, late spring up until now. But before that, I do want to show you our new t-shirts. I love this. I asked my wife to make this for me. When I worked at the police department, people would say, how do you stay in shape? How do you stay fit? Like, well, I'm not part of a gym. I do homestead CrossFit, right? So I knew some guys that did CrossFit, the actual workout. I call it homestead CrossFit, right? You come out here with a shovel, you walk, you got a chainsaw, that's all the stuff I deal with, right? Wheelbarrow. And so anyway, got these beautiful shirts my wife designs and makes. And so this is the front of it, working muscles, back of it, got our logo. Thanks for all the folks that have bought that so far. So just wanted to give a pass on the t-shirt, other t-shirts. So thankful for all the folks that have already been buying some. And if you're interested, they're 20 bucks a piece. So now, without further ado, I will continue. I'll take the video from TB, and we'll do a tour. All right. So now I'm gonna step back a little bit here, and you will be able to see. I've posted some pictures before, but kind of wanted to do kind of a live feed here of the new roof. I mean, it looks great. If you have a chance to go and look at the original videos that we put out, please do that so you can see really how much it's updated. So the new roof, one of my cousins, you can check him out at Corey Ruiz Roofing. He did a great job, him and his team. He's worked on a lot of historic houses before, so he did a great job, him and his team. Very thankful for that. And so you can also see, as we come around the edge here, the original, we had some rough, a rough go on this the side of the house that needed some work. So we came in and we tore out a lot of stuff, cleaned all that up, did some foundation work down right about in that area. You can see some of the new blocks there, and so but it looks a lot better. Got some good 3/4 inch plywood around it. So now we are ready to be putting some of the tiles back up. Most of the tiles I was able to preserve, and I'll probably add a few more tiles, but it really looks good. Just so much has been washed on the side of the house, not totally, but a lot of it has. So things are really starting to take shape. Also, just in general, things have gotten a bit more cleaned up. Now this tin right here is some of the tin that came from the house, and we'll be reusing that when we put up our barns, some stuff inside the house and that kind of thing. So, but it definitely looks great. So we'll kind of come back around this way. Also, while we're walking over there towards the well area, I want to thank everybody for all the stuff, the produce they've bought over the last several months. It's been a great blessing. The peas, the corn, and all the other vegetables. And so just wanted to thank everybody for all their purchases on that. Now, actually what you see here is got some of these, I call them Christmas lights, or called something else, but we've been doing some late night stuff out here. It's been a great time. We got these lights out here when we hang out with folks and bonfire and all the rest. And so you can see over there by Old Big Red is we've got our well in the ground, and so that's been there for several months. Beasley Well, they came and put all that down for us, and so I've got a lot done there, and you can kind of see where the dirt is. Kind of back off just a little bit where the water line is. So we got all that dug. Took us a while, but also in that, what I did is I put a lot of turnoff valves all throughout that area, so that way when I need to work on something, I can get right to it. A lot of things we're going to add all right in here, which we got all that cleaned up from all the old tires and that kind of thing. This is where the hopefully the barn's going to be at, and so definitely want to kind of get everything situated. Kind of encourage you, if you do the same thing, if you put down some water lines, put some stud out. So I usually do it about maybe about a foot, maybe 18 inches to stud out. Put in some like I said, just a lot of turnoff valves, so when you get ready to add a project, everything's ready to go under the ground, easy to get to. So now on the back side here, you can see most of this left side's been cleaned up, looks great. So my brother, he came out and he did all that, so got a little bit more to do on the outside cleanup, but it definitely looks great. Added another spigot here, but you can also see something popping up underneath, and that is the water into the house. And so that's been a big deal. Finally, after all these months, 10.5 months, we've got some water running inside the house. So I'll show you some more when it comes to the plumbing, but that's what we got next. So we'll back out of that, and we're going to walk in and kind of show you what we've got going on inside the house. So for people that have are older and have seen parts of the house, they probably haven't seen it like this. And that's when you've got all of this nice part pine walls that we have been shaving. Haven't sanded all of that yet, but we have shaved a lot of this paint. And so it'll be a while before I get to the floors and such, but it definitely has started to come a long way. Now, the one room that we have definitely done a lot in, and that's this room right here, and that will be the dining room. And what we did is we flipped the ceiling over, so we still got some places we got to get off some old dirt daubers and such, but that one beam right there has been pressure washed, and so you can kind of see this is what it will look like now. So it kind of gives it some height, and you can kind of see some of the old stuff. But these walls right in here, now they've been shaved, sanded, and my wife has come in and got out some of that paint that was in the middle of it. So that's what we got going on here. And this room also is where we will have the electric panel, same place it was before, but we'll have to kind of expand that just a little bit. We'll take a peek right here real quick in the kitchen. So not a whole lot in here really. I did clean up some stuff. Still have work on the ceiling. Got to get the old glue off. But we do have the stud outs. So I had a friend came down that did all that rough in for me. Him and his team. So that was a huge, huge blessing. So we'll keep going through right here, and you can see that I do have some of the plywood down here just so I can walk around. But we'll take a peek behind here, and we'll show you what we got. We got the sink, and we also have the toilet here. So I'll shine the light here. We do have some curtains behind this. So very nice. So get to hear one of the greatest sounds of all time in the new house. Oh yeah, very, very nice. So we got all that in there. Got all that set up, and also got the sink here. Very nice big sink. So got the water running there. Very happy about that. 10.5 months later, we got water in this place. So I'll show you some of the rough end right here. This is the rough end for where the shower will go. I'll end up taking this this part of the wall down, use that for another section. So one of the showers will go here, kind of right around here. This is where there'll be a wall that'll separate the master bedroom, master bathroom. So that's one of the other stud outs there. You can see some of the venting there that he did. Master bedroom, not really a whole lot going on there except for a couple of windows, but just mainly all in here just have a lot of the floorboard that I have to put back down. So over here again you can see some more of the rough end. We'll have our tub over here, have another toilet there. But so yeah, so you can kind of see everything that's been done. So this I've shaved some of it, haven't really sanded it, but I've definitely shaved a bit. So we'll come back over here, take a kind of a quick peek right out here. So a lot of the floor's been done, as far as just kind of getting everything shored up. Hasn't been shaved or sanded or anything like that yet. That'd be one of the latter things that we do. I do want to show you the work that we've done in one of the bathrooms here. I'm sorry, bedrooms. It had some old sheetrock in here. That's been torn out. Now you can see all the nice planks. So let me see if I can get my get a light up here, so you can see just a lot of the old wood there. And I will leave the rafters. You can see the rafters, but I will put some tin up there just on the ceiling, get that from the outside. And so you can kind of see over here the walls, and you can see all the nice the grooves there. I'll cover up one of the vent lines right there. But so we'll be able to see that. And there's always kind of a back and forth. What should I sand? What should I shape? What should I not? What should I keep as it is? And so this room, I mean, we will clean it up. When I say clean it up, I mean just washing it down as much as we can. This back wall here, I'll end up putting something over that. But a lot of these sides will probably I'll sand some of those the wall there. We had one board there that was bad, but we replaced that with that nice beam there. So, but it looks good. A lot of work that was done. The kids really have stepped up so much in the last several months. So everything's really looking great. So like I said, some of these old dirt daubers, some residue with different stuff, sheetrock dust or whatever. We'll get all that just washed down. So a lot of these rooms they're getting real close to getting ready to run all the electrical, which is kind of the next step. And a lot of these doors I'll end up, like I said, I'll clean them up, just give them a nice repaint. So a lot of places I can still use the old trim. Some places I'll have to add new trim. So it'll be kind of a mix. So this door right here, I replaced the middle window pane there. And if you can just see out here real quick, you can see the back here, the back porch, not really a whole lot going on new, but we do have the stud out for the washing machine. Wanted to do that so that way we could kind of maximize our space. So this is one of the old rooms. Haven't really done a whole lot here, but this is where we usually access the ceiling and such. But so this has got all the new panels in that old window. So some of the other stuff still have to work on. So some of these old windows, have been able to replace and put in new panels. And so this is the other side of that wall. So you can kind of see the beautiful wood there. Also, while I'm back here, you can see the old big, about 12-inch wide planks here, huge big planks. This is kind of what shows the antiquity of it. One of the old doors there, a little bit behind the ladder. The antiquity of the house. Little bit of the house has some tongue and groove right here in this area, but most of the house has all the big long planks, say about 90% or so. And so I'll show right back here in this room, you can really see those big planks, 12-inch wide. The rest of these throughout the house, you probably kind of see are about 6-inch wide. Most of these pretty much are not tongue and groove, and that's significant because it means that it's an old house. Tongue and groove really became popular 1890s, I believe, somewhere along there when they really had tongue and groove machines that became very proficient in that. This was before that, so this helps kind of date the house. Some of the old stories about the house, I think some of it may be around the time of the Civil War. Some of the oldest part with the big wide plank, which is a very tiny part of the house before they added on a whole lot. But nonetheless, a lot of old stuff from an original cabinet or something, so they added on. But definitely a lot of it's consistent with the 1880s, 1890s, that part, without a doubt. Now this is where the hot water heater will be. There'll be a little closet here. This will be off one of the bedrooms here. So this is just some of the cabinets that we had pulled out before, but sure, still in good shape, plywood cabinets. Again, this is the kitchen right here, so you can see we definitely got a whole lot more cleaned up in here, but got to come and deal with some of that old glue from wallpaper or whatever it was. And of course you have the pantry. I've replaced some of the panels in the window right here also, so it looks great. Still doing all that, and most of this I will leave as it is, so you can see it. Just get all those planks cleaned up. I won't be sanding those because I want to keep those. So there's always kind of a debate. Well, I don't want to lose the history of it. Some things we have to clean up, we have to sand or whatever, depending on how bad it is, or paint. But a lot of other places I'm not going to. I will leave the old saw marks there, just like on this right here. Of course, you get to again the old planks here. Want to be able to preserve that as much as I can, and so that's how we're going to do. We're going to kind of attack all that stuff. So glad you could join us today. I'm excited to kind of see how everything's coming along. Looking great. Hopefully we can have a lot of the rough end plumbing done before Christmas. So we'll see. That's about all that we have right now. And hope you have a blessed day. Don't forget about our t-shirts and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we'll see you next time.